A number of years ago, I was working with a team on a series of presentations across the organization I was working for. We had 17 meetings over 5 weeks to 2,500 participants. It was a pretty significant project. After the project was completed, I suggested they review the project and develop a lessons learned document so that when they started the next series of meetings, they would have a reference. We all talk about the lessons learned, don't we? So they did. And as I started to flip through it, I said, boy, oh boy, you guys really screwed this up, didn't you? Well, they kind of looked at me because this has been a huge success. Everyone was talking about these series of events and how great they were and how powerful they were and how excited everybody was to work in an organization, etc., etc., etc. You know the kind of thing. And they're looking at me like, well, what are you talking about, Bill? Because I had been very complimentary of the team up until that point. Well, based on this summer, you guys really screwed up. Apparently you didn't do anything right. The reality is lessons learned are not just what we did wrong. Lesson learned also includes what we did right, the things we want to repeat. Because if you focus all your attention on fixing what you could have done better and don't entrench the great things that made you successful into an intentional experience, then you're so busy trying to fix something that you forget to repeat the good things. You must also identify the things you learned that made you successful. Because if you don't identify the things that made you successful, how will you know to repeat them the next time? So when you are evaluating your own performance, make sure that you also take time to recognize what you do well. Making sure that these elements become locked into an intentional experience you're trying to create. That predictable experience you're trying to create for each customer. And then add a little correction, a little correction, a little correction. So you're always building on what's working for you. Top performers own their outcomes and make it right when things go wrong. They repeat proven activities they know will create an exceptional experience and constantly monitor what they are doing to ensure their process remains relevant while soliciting feedback on areas for improvement.